Hey, real quick, do you sometimes come to the charts in the morning or whenever you are trading and just not know what to do? In this video, I'm going to show you a quick and simple way how to set up your charts for the best possible results. So if you stay till the end, what you're going to learn is how to have two definable zones from which you are most likely going to trade and how to wait for them, and how to have kind of a zone kind of training situation. So if your problem is not knowing what to do, this is the video you're gonna have to watch. So join me. I'm gonna get straight into it. Let's have a look at how we do this, right? Okay. So over here, what we have is a Euro USD chart, and it just so happens that we had a big and large moving day today. This has been a hotly requested video from me and from our students rather towards me. So first thing you're going to want to do is choose your higher time frame. So if your higher time frame is, let's say, a daily, you're going to want to start on your daily, and I'm going to show you how we would have navigated this price over here, right? So firstly, you're going to select some significant swing points such as this, and so now what you have is a high, a low, and a high, right? Then you're going to mark off your breaker structure, and remember you're currently doing this on the daily time frame. So you'll mark off your last breaker structure, and what you're going to do then is move down to a lower time frame such as a 4-hour, and in between the breaker structure and the swing low, you're going to look for zones, quality zones that you're going to want to set up, and I'll replay the charts after. So right off the bat, we can see is a rally base rally, right? So we'll select that one. And to me, it looks as though there's something in here. It looks like a rally, a base, and a rally. What you can do in these scenarios is just bump up the chart a little bit to a higher time frame to get a clearer view. So I'll go 8-hour. Let's have a look what we get. Okay, so as you can see, there's a rally, base rally over there. So you're going to select that little base as well. And so now you got two areas from which you think price will target when it falls down. Let's remove this line. And so you want to note what time frame that is. So we will do, this one is a 4, meaning 4-hour. And so is this one as well. Even though we defined it on a different time frame, it's going to be a 4-hour as well. Okay. But of course, the market was here in the morning, so we're going to have to do the top as well. Okay. Then you want to put on your premium and discount tool. This is simply just for those of you who use Fibonacci, you can use that as well. Just simply to define where that equilibrium point is, and you want to be trading below that if you actually get an entry, because that's the higher probability zones. Okay, next thing you want to do is, so that was the 4-hour. The next thing you want to do is go down, let's say, to the 1-hour. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. Remember, a swing point actually requires you to have a 3-candle point, right? So our next swing point is going to be from here, 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 and there. So the 1-hour is kind of setting up to be similar, a point. And again, we're going to do the same thing. Where was the breaker structure? It was over here. And so that's going to be our 1-hour breaker structure. And we're going to be looking inside of this area for that zone that we want to trade from, right? Okay. And so since it's at the same area, it's not going to make much difference. But we could say in this regard, here is a drop base rally, right? And we're going to name that one the 1-hour, right? 1 for 1 hour. Okay, so we got our demand zone set up, and so we at least have our lower zone. We'll take off this blue line. Once again, we can do a premium discount over there if you wanted to, just to give you an idea of where that midpoint is and when price might get sensitive. Okay. Then you're going to want to denote the times that you actually trade. And for me, I start trading at 8 a.m. New York time. Okay. So before that, I don't want to get in a trade. So let's kind of see where price is, right? Now you can get in the trade even from 7 already. So let's actually do 7. Right? From some of you might be earlier than me. Okay, the next thing you want to do is do the same thing, but now do it on the 15-minute. And that's usually where I like to stop, at the 15-minute. Low, high, low. Which leaves us with a break structure over here. Okay, so we can take that blue line off. And really, in terms of zones, we got this zone over here. Okay, and we're going to call that 115. Okay, so we got all our demand zones on at the moment. We got our 15, our 1, and so the next thing to do now is wait for our time frame to come about, when price is going to actually come into that area that we want to trade. So we'll play price forward. Did I miss something here? Sorry, I spoke about New York time. A London session opens at 2. Right? At 2. Let's do that. London session opens at 2. Okay. So that's 2 a.m. Let's see what we get at that point. Okay. Another thing we see at the moment is the price seems to be breaking structure again. And we're going to want to mark that ones up as well. As you can see, there was another opportunity over here. That's a break as well. A move up and a move down. But we weren't at the market for that one. So we're just going to mark off this one. This breaker structure. And we're going to look above that breaker structure for zones, which I'll say is probably that zone. Doesn't need to hit, right? We just need to see what happens in session. So we got the one at the bottom. We got that one on top. So what happens? Okay, it's coming to the bottom one. It could potentially take a buy here for a move up. Okay, it's bouncing away. Here we go again. Okay. Oh, that's nice. So now we get a move up. Right? We're not trying to go all the way over to another time frame. We're hoping that it might get there, but even if it doesn't, that's already a 1 to 3 trade over there. So we can take some partials, right? Okay, starting to break down again. Okay, so in this case, we deem this zone to be done. And now what we have is another swing point area. And what we're going to do over here is select that area and call it a 15. This is the 15-minute. Take off this blue line. Okay, so what has happened now? Well, this zone has already been taken. It's created a new zone above. So really, we're looking to go. This is essentially what we're looking to do, is to let price go up there, and then if it does confirm, we're trading it here. Right? Let's see what happens. And there you go. Some news inspired move, but nevertheless, when you have those two zones drawn on, you can then trade from zone to zone. Right? And that would have been your stop loss. And maybe somewhere there take profit. That's a 1 to 7. That's 7 times your risk. So I'm going to do a line drawing just to explain what I've actually done now. Right? Essentially, you're going to have a higher time frame like that. And this is a bearish scenario. Okay. Then you're going to have a lower time frame, such as a 4-hour. So let's say the blue line is a daily and the black one is a 4-hour. Okay, we'll have some breaker structures in here. Now remember, you have to actually switch between time frames to actually see it. Right? Okay, and then additionally, you might have a situation where price has done this on the 15-minute. So let's color code that one as well. So we'll call the red one the 15-minute. Okay, and you'll have a breaker structure over here and a breaker structure over there. Okay, so what can you do with this information? Well, what you'll normally find is that in your higher time frame daily, you'd have a supply zone over there and possibly even one over here. Similarly, with your 4 hour, you'll have a demand zone over here, right? And with your 15 minute, you might have a supply zone over here. You might even have another demand zone. So here's what makes this whole process very simple. Next thing you're going to want to do is throw on whatever time your trading time starts. And then this is how you're going to engage with the market, is you're going to wait for either this one to hit and for price to break up to that one, or the inverse of that, which is for price to rise up into your last zone and you trade it down to the next one. What we're trying to do here is trading from zone to zone. Now, after price has cleared out that top zone, it's very possible that it might turn and go up there and then ultimately break down again to go down there. What price is trying to do is just fulfill the higher time frame narrative. So what I'm trying to show you with this is that if you are willing to set up those zones beforehand and have some zones on top and have some zones at the bottom, you can take out a lot of guesswork. Instead of you asking yourself, where's it going to go? You can literally just wait for it to go somewhere and then engage in the market once it's actually gone there, right? So if you were to start the morning, for instance, and price had to fall straight down, you would then interact as a buyer as opposed to a seller. So if price went all the way down here first, forgive me, all the way down here first, you'll interact as a buyer to the next zone. And if price went up first, you'll interact as a seller to the next zone. You knowing what zone is going to hit and take is irrelevant now, because all you need to know is what zone will hit next, right? And what to do there. So you're not asking yourself, this is the one it's going to happen. You're saying, once we get to either of my zones, I'm going to entertain an idea of trading from there based on my set of criteria, confluences, or confirmation. So a lot of you have been asking, how does this work? I just wanted to show you how it actually looks on a actual live chart. And that was this example over here, which showed you now price rose up first in the morning, gave us a beautiful drop to our last zone. Notice it overshot it. There was some news as well. We can always engage with it once it starts pulling up again. There was a tradable buy opportunity in this particular setup all the way up there. But again, just having those zones set up pre-market opening gives you a lot better confidence over the overall market. So it's been Coach Chadwin, and this has been top-down analysis, a simpler way to view charts using zone-to-zone trading. See you guys in the next one. Stay focused, stay blessed, and stay humble. Mindset, multiplication, and management. Kingdom Day Traders. Watch the space. We've got some amazing things coming in the near future. You're going to want to watch it. Watch this YouTube channel. Turn on the bell notification icon before you leave. And if you find this valuable, please like, comment, and subscribe. And in the next month, we're going to change the game with some huge, big announcements. So be staying tuned all you can, right? Turn on whatever notification, Google alerts, whatever it is. Just stay tuned, stay connected, and stay blessed. See you all later.